Hi there, I'm Chris May. I have been the host of this Milton Sports Hall of Fame for the only 4 years that we've had it. This would have been the 5th edition of the entries, and a brand new class would have been inducted this year in person. We still have that class, and that's the most exciting part. Sadly, because of the obvious global health concern and the health restrictions that have been enforced upon us by the government of Ontario, we cannot gather in person. But we do still, of course, want to thank all of our outstanding sponsors for always coming to bat for us every year. And hopefully by year 6, we'll see you back. And of course, to all of our community supporters. But now, for the class of 2020, here now are the inductees. Darlene Krantz is a 4-time Jiu-Jitsu world champion and follows her father Bob into the hall. Travis Garretts is a world silver medalist in aerial skiing, which led him all the way to the Olympics. Husband and wife duo Pat and Martha Gleason started the Monarch basketball program when there was no real meaningful basketball development in town. Bill Rowney is the super volunteer that every minor hockey association in that country would love to have, with decades of contributions. And Steve Condren has driven horses to victory in harness racing over 6,000 times, steering horses to over $100 million. That is our esteemed class of 2020. Finally, I know that I'm going to see you all in hopefully the near future. We can't wait to welcome a brand new class of athletes and builders into the Milton Sports Hall of Fame. Here now is a look back at some of the moments from past ceremonies. Milton Sports Hall of Fame is proud to present the inaugural induction ceremony.
Tonelli to Nystrom, he scored! The Islanders win the Stanley Cup!
If I had to look at the things responsible for my life today, it's all about growing up in this town of Milton.
My husband came home early one day from New York. He said, "How long has this been going on?" And I said, "Oh, about 4 years."
This is probably the biggest moment of my life. Thank you.
Welcome the Milton Sports Hall of Fame induction class of 2017.
Where I learned how to lead, where I learned how to win with humility and lose with respect, where I started on a path to the man I would become, and where I became a small part of something much greater.
Well, I hope this means as much to him as it does to me.
This is the class of 2018.
I wanted to become a great fighter. That changed, and it became my journey. 55 years.
When you sit up here at my age and see these young people going through society, making contributions, bringing something back to the game, coaching, refereeing, you know what? That's the reward. That's the reward for all of us.
Welcome to the Milton Sports Hall of Fame, the induction class of 2019.
I helped a ton of kids just enjoy the game. And, it was really his love of the game that really came through when he walked on the baseball diamond. You could tell he loved the game.
When they were awarding the Stanley Cup, we were standing side by side, and I remember looking at Bruce and saying, 2 guys from Milton, can you believe this?
You just became connected to the community, and Milton, and somewhere along the line, stopped being just a place where I worked and started being my home.
I remember the whispers of parents talking that I wasn't going to be there. Well, I am small. After all, my nickname is Minnie, but I was going to give you everything I had on a nightly basis.
We can all do something. Find out what your something is and be something to someone.